medal pecking order for you, Tom, particularly with an eye to Rio?
I think that, whenever you talk about New Zealand Sevens, you was talking about them as being one of the top teams. They've shown that, the pedigree over the years has been phenomenal. And they've got a strong group that they've been picking from this year. I don't think we've seen the best of New Zealand sides this year. I think they've scraped through a few games and ended up going on to win tournaments, actually, when you didn't necessarily expect them to. But they've got a huge amount of firepower. The Ioni brothers, this one, and they're red hot and very confident at the moment and very talented players. So, building around them, we'll expect them probably to go well in this game.
Do you think Titchens is doing to aim more perhaps with England and maybe some of the other big sides as well, mixing and matching his squad a little bit?
Yeah, he has to do that. He has to keep players fresh. Sonny Bill Williams talks about how important the Olympics are, and there's a lot of players or all players, that's the pinnacle of this season. So it's about making sure that they're in the best shape possible to go to Rio and really push to win the gold medal.
Okay.
And for New Zealand, that's the minimum that they would expect to be in the medals at an Olympic Sevens tournament.
Where are the Argentinians just at the moment? Because they're another side that we spoke about, kind of a second-tier nation, I guess, when it comes to sevens, and traditionally, but terribly difficult to beat on any given day.
Yeah, one of the toughest teams out there. They really do battle, and very physical team as well. Never an easy win against the Argentinian guys, but they're up and down. We saw them comfortably beaten yesterday, and I'll be honest, my money's on New Zealand in this one. I think I'm just not sure Argentina are at their best, but as I say, never an easy ride.
All right, a cup semi-final up for grabs between
Fernando Luna. Good take. There's Revolt. You're expecting to see Wanimov, the Racing player, in the defeat to Saracens. Congratulations to the English Premiership side in the Champions Cup final yesterday in Twickenham, final leg. Good defence from New Zealand so far. The good patience in possession for Argentina, and then Revolt just puts his foot on the accelerator. Fernando Luna lighting up this first quarter-final.
He's been one of their best all season long, Fernando Luna. I really rate this kid. Quick tap by the captain, custom revolved, and a nice line by the forward from the Pumas. Fernando Luna, perfect start for them.
£135 points coming into this one, New Zealand. 4 off South Africa. Australia behind them, 20 points adrift. 4th in Singapore, a bowl finalist, losing out to Samoa. Back in the cup draw.
Well, the Argentinians just dominating possession so far in this game, so New Zealand just need their hands on the ball. They've got a flat line, no lifters whatsoever.
Yannick Brew in the crowd. Assistant French coach. Alongside Guido Vez, come to check out one of the men, isn't it? Vakatawa, who's been lighting up French rugby, 15s or 7s. Only Cup quarter-final a little bit later on. Jean-Bois will be absolutely jumping. Has been whenever their home team has come onto the field. Penalty New Zealand, no. Quick tap there. Probably go to touch here. Play from the line out.
I think they'll just use their set moves. A couple of times yesterday, they sort of rushed it and lost possession, went too individualistic on it. Sione Molia getting the start. He's a player to watch, no doubt about that. If he can find some space, he can burn. New Zealand will just use Gillies Kaka. Great to see him getting a starting opportunity.
Oh, what do we know? Not going for the line out at all. Kiriwani. There is Kaka. Ball in 2 hands. Making the defenders think about what his next move is going to be. Stand away. There's Argentina. Real pressure at the breakdown. Rico Ioane. Ioane! Oh, Ioane! He's all the way!
Well, a guy who just continues to amaze, Rico Ioane. Well, I tell you what, as you're a defender, don't turn your back on number 10. He receives it from his brother. It's man on man. He sees it's Luna. But Axel Muller, you can't do that. You've got to mark up on the inside first. He doesn't do it. And well, this kid, he is strong.
Very symmetrically. He's scored in every game so far here in Paris now. Such a prospect. Still 19 years of age. Yep. 19 years of age. The potential is mind-boggling.
There's still a lot to grow in this game, no doubt about that. Rico Ioane. I just like the way that he's just enjoying his footy at the moment, whether it be 7s or 15, and it's really coming out in his performances.
All square there. 5 apiece. Where's this one bobbling around?
That was a 50-50 ball. Gillies Kaka gets caught out. He needs to catch that on the fill. Once it hits the ground, it can go anywhere. Unfortunate for Argentina. It's Gustin Revolve, second behind the legend Santiago Gomez, scorer for Argentina on the all-time point scorers list.
Started so slowly, didn't they? Dubai and Cape Town, plenty of injuries. Sat 7th after the first 2 events, New Zealand. Winners in Wellington. Came out dramatically, didn't they? Making a hat-trick of home titles. Argentina, though, on the attack again. Revel just wasn't quite on the same page, the same hymn sheet. Stand away. Ioane. The Akira variety. Onto his bro. Kaka. And there it is. Nice pass. Malaya. All came from their own scrum, which New Zealand lost to Argentina, didn't they? They turned that ball back over and double the lead.
Yeah, great scrambling defence from New Zealand. Orman in particular. And Argentina will be kicking themselves because they gave one loose pass, and this is what New Zealand can do to you. They did it yesterday against Kenya. With time up on the clock, they can score at any time from anywhere.
They've had a bit of a habit of, haven't they? Snatching victory from the jaws of defeat. As you say, Kenya yesterday.
Sometimes it gives you heart palpitations, I can tell you, Johnny, for a New Zealand supporter. But now, Argentina really do have to reset. There's a lot of hands on hips. There's going to be questions within the mind. Sione Molea gets his first try of the tournament. Another great young prospect coming out of Counties Monaco in New Zealand. This is a very, very important kick-off for Argentina. They can ill afford New Zealand to get a score here.
Here we have one last play in this first half of the first Cup quarter-final. Reval. Rather unsporting, he kicks the ball out. He says, well, that's time enough. They're only 5 points down, Argentina. Fascinating first half. Hugely physical, as we said, right before the game. And it's New Zealand with the lead. 10 points to 5.
La vuelta, pero el 2 en 13 del otro lado, más arriba, muchachos, error 0, no erro, no pico, el partido viene, está claro, 10-5, empiezo con esta recepción, a partir de ahí hacemos la pasión, está claro, salimos.
Santiago Gomez, Cora. Laying down his instructions. I wanted to ask you, can't let you calm down from seeing a man who, as you admitted yesterday, it's not me sticking the knife in, whizzing past you on many occasions. asterisks and obelisks are in. About threes. Gordon Teachers are talking about threes for New Zealand, going into breakdown at threes. Just to explain a little bit, expand on that a little bit for us.
Yeah, the ball player will take it into a tackle. They have their support player or bridger and the second man, and then you have your third player, the halfback, to release it. So he wants the working threes, get there quickly, and then shift the ball into space. Use it wide.
Talking about set piece as well. Argentina winning one against the head in the scrum. Stand away.
And there's that threes we're exactly talking about. Johnny Guy taking it into contact. Kurt Baker over the ball and had Orman in the boot to release that pass.
Almost like they were demonstrating for you there.
Exactly right. And the end up is they get a penalty within their own quarter. Now, usually New Zealand will take it to the line out, but Gordon Teachers wants them to have a go here. Use their set piece, tap plays.
He said that at half time, didn't he? It's usually set plays. Look what New Zealand have got up the sleeve here. For Kurt Baker. Righty. Strong fend from Lewis Orman. Then scrabbling on the floor. Kaka under huge amounts of pressure. Always will be against Argentina, the breakdown. Ioane. Here, Ioane. Yeah, New Zealand just moved up the field, just patiently, happy in possession. Kaka, lovely inside flick. Oh, that's magic. That is black magic.
Well, this is what New Zealand have been missing, a ball player. Augustine Pulu, still coming back from injury. He usually takes that role. Gillies Kaka, though, is starting to step up, starting to work his way into this tournament. And you're right, Johnny. When he puts it down, when he starts to create, when he backs himself, Gillies Kaka, he can create magic.
As you say, he's been a bit part player really through the tournament. Coming off the bench, you can see the confidence coming through him. Stanaway was the man to dot down, but it was all about Gillies Kaka.
What I like about Teddy Stanaway, though, he is no nonsense. You know what you get with him? Hard, tough, straight up the park yards. The Argentinian supporters a bit quiet. They need their hands on the ball, no doubt about it. The Pumas.
Yeah, these inaugural venues on the series. Town.
Interesting tactic here too, Johnny, by New Zealand, using their long kick, expecting Argentina to kick it back as they did in the first half.
Crowds have flocked, haven't they, to these new venues, iconic venues around the world. Quite rightly been using Sydney as well. Bumper crowd that looks high. There's no malice in it. Kurt Baker is one of those. The arm comes out because the man's passing. It's instinctive. Nothing more than that. But yellow card is the right call.
He tried to pull out of it too. To Kurt Baker got caught in the wrong position and around the chest. You can see there, tries to pull out too late. You're right, Johnny. Correct call.
So then the power play, as it were, for Argentina at 6 against 7 is Axel Muller. Get a penalty again. He wanted to like it. And he's marched back. 10. Crowd beginning to warm up here in preparation for their team, for France. But it's Argentina on the attack here. Lovely slashing angle. And they do take advantage of the man over.
Well, they needed to have any chance in this game. It's just such an issue when you have a yellow card and your team under pressure. You've got to have 6 in the line. There's no sweeper, so when you break, there's no one to clean up in behind. They work it well. Juan Pablo Esteles makes immediate impact off the bench.
We get a conversion as well. Juan Pablo Esteles.
Well, I think you know who the crowd's behind, John.
Funny that. Kenyan drums are being beaten to our right hand side here in Paris. Early morning sun has drifted away. Autumnal chill in the air as Gillies Kaka. 10 points ahead now, New Zealand. Seven, 17-10 to New Zealand, but Argentina will change that now. A chance, right back in it.
Well, that's the spark that they needed. 2 tries while the captain Kurt Baker has been off the field, just highlighting how important discipline is. A turnover by Akira Ioane, I think it was. And well, Argentina back in this one.
Right back in it, over a minute to go in this game. All square, 17 apiece.
It'll be interesting to see what tactics the Argentinians used up and using the long kick and make New Zealand come back from their own 22, but do they contest it? I would. Get on the Axel Moore, they didn't get up and have a one-on-one contest, try and get possession.
Clock is ticking down. Ball's got to touch. Replacements are on, are they, for both teams?
This is going to be a pressure throw. As Gilly Kaka is going to be the one to throw, and New Zealand have to be very, very accurate here. Orman will be the one they chuck up. 4 men in the line out to watch the overthrow.
And Muller. Oh, he's got it. He's grabbed it. Back out to touch though. What is the score? Look.
Well, he's going to give him the scrum too, because the indiscretion or knock on happened before full time. Akira Ioane knocking it on. 17 all at the moment.
It's definitely 19-17, yeah.
There's the mark. Crouch. Wind. Set.
There's been some confusion over the conversion from Argentina, but they did get it, so they do have that lead. And New Zealand have the penalty. They're 2 down. Final play here, can't finish on the penalty.
Yeah, they won't rush here, they'll just set it up. Gillies Kaka will be the linchpin. Coming from the side was the Argentinian player at that ruck, so Lawson will come to this near side as the bench is off for the Pumas. Have they given it away? New Zealand, again, can they keep their composure to score after the hooter and progress to a cup semi-final?
They've been the masters of this, haven't they? Winning games of the last play this series. Ioane.
No!
Baker. Muller comes up on Kaka. Nice offload though. Aki pushing New Zealand back. That doesn't bother New Zealand. Orman. The pressure from Argentina. Next time the whistle goes, that will be it. But Argentina will go to touch here for a famous victory over New Zealand. Only their 4th ever victory over New Zealand in the series. Dramatic stuff. 1917, Argentina through to the Cup semi.